sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved with me, Lathrix, and welcome to Sonic Fever by Coolsy101. So yeah, we've had a bit of a few serious scenarios recently. We've had a few realistic ones, and even a few just out of the ordinary. Now I think it's time for one which is probably a little bit on the silly side, going with the Sonic the Hedgehog kind of fandom, and going with a Sonic Plague. Now, personally, I used to love Sonic when I was a lot younger, back when I had the Sega Genesis, or Sega Mega Drive, as it was called over here. I had Sonic 1, 2, and 3. But after that, really, it kind of fell out of interest for me. I've played some of them on the old Xbox, the original Xbox, and a few Sonic games here and there, but I'm not exactly what you would call someone who's really up to date with it. So if I do miss any references, then, well, that's my problem, that's my fault, and I do apologise. So here we go. Sonic the Hedgehog has become an iconic figure in the modern world. Scientists believe that he is the key to eternal life. I'm not sure how scientists made that leap, but okay. Attempts to recreate Sonic's abilities became successful, but dangerous side effects voided the project. The virus escaped from a lab recently unknown to the world. What happens next is not on everyone's wish list, but it is on Lathrix's. After seeing the results of the second news headline competition and finding my headline in amongst the winners, it inspired me to create this scenario. I know this is not an original creation, but I haven't seen a Sonic scenario made. That is true, this is the first time I've actually seen a Sonic scenario, so that may be the first, or at least the first to get into some of the higher ranks. This is on page 2 of the custom scenario, so certainly a high-ranked one regardless. Let's see how we do. We are a bacterium, and we'll keep symptostasis. Keep transstasis. That tends to be more speedy. And if we're gonna play Sonic, we've got to go fast. Ha 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 ha. Gotta go fast. Okay, normal Sonic Fever. Everyone just face palmed in unison. Sonic becomes a world icon. Sonic the Hedgehog is a big icon. The world is in love with him and is announced the world's icon. My lord. He beat Mario. Scientists believe that Sonic is the key to saving humanity from death. In believing this, scientists have attempted to recreate his abilities. Not everything went to plan, unfortunately. Sonic Fever escapes. Scientists became successful. The project produced dangerous side effects. Okay, it's all the stuff from before. Will everyone fall to Sonic Fever, or is there something about the side effects of this virus? I should start in Japan, but the problem is with no, what do you want to call it? But with no wealth resistance, that would be terrible. So let's start in India instead. Let's go with Indian. An Indian Sonic. Okay, so transmission, custom images, lovely. Hedgehog. Hedgehogs become a carrier of the virus, increases land transmission and mutation. I never can say this. I know what it is. It's what Knuckles is. It's a echidna. Is it pronounced echidna? I want to say echidna, but I don't think it is. I have to. You know what? I'm going to Google it. How do you pronounce this? Okay, so Google agrees with me. It is echidna. Now, it's one of those things. As an Englishman, you never have to say this animal's name because they just aren't here. Okay, next, fox. Foxes become. So obviously, we've gone with Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails there. Foxes become carriers of the virus, increases effectiveness in rural areas, and arid climates. Also increases mutation. We then have rings. Golden rings absorb the virus and release it when human contact occurs. Slightly increases effectiveness in wealthy areas. And we have jewellery. Expensive jewellery absorbs the virus and can transmit it to the human skin, increases effectiveness in wealthy areas slightly. So I've basically grabbed the blood and reversed it. Okay, since normally the blood disease is down here, and this is blood. This is normally mosquitoes and insects. Water 1, regular water, and air 1, regular air. In the symptoms, we have hair growth. The virus stimulates growth hormones, causing extreme hair growth on the body, except for the chest, jaws, and ears. Gee, I wonder why. It eventually turns into fur, which is very noticeable. Regular cold, regular heat, and regular drug resistance. Okay, then we're going to go into hair growth just to see what comes next. Gloves and shoes. The hands and feet become very sensitive to light, forcing infected to wear white gloves on their hands and shoes, with a red fill or stripes on their feet, of course. So basically it's actually going to turn everyone into Sonic. Okay, well, oh dear. Well, at least right now it's just it's this extreme hair growth. I'm sure some bald person in India who's infected is actually rather relieved. Just shave everywhere else, keep it on the head. Everybody's happy. There's no colour change yet. So well, what's the big deal? Oh, they're all green. Let's go with. Which one increases mutation? So this one would be livestock. So this is air. Yeah, this is air. So what they've did with transmission is they've basically renamed them all, but kept them the same, other than these two, which are now both wealthy. Whereas before this one was arid and it was hot and humid, I think, or arid and humid. I can't remember exactly which one the the insects infect. It could have been poor for all I know, but it definitely wasn't wealthy. Blood, on the other hand, was definitely the poor regions, but now it's also wealthy. So let's go with. That's rural and arid. This is just regular land. Let's go with rural and arid, since currently we are in a rural area. Although sadly we are in a humid area, so only part of the bonus will really be applied just yet. We do need some more severity, however, for a bit more DNA. The hands and feet become very sensitive to light, forcing infected to wear white gloves on their hands and shoes. Yep, read that before. Jaw muscle deformity. Infected's mouth/jaw area begins to deform and enlarge, allowing for huge smiles on the left and right sides. This renders the mouth movable, which frightens others. I would imagine it would. So let's keep it where it is now, and let's go with this one. As this is now humid, it used to be rural, and does increase mutation chance. So now we have both the bonuses, yay. To a certain extent, anyway. Okay, so. Sure, let's go Fox level 2. Better in arid though, but. Still not bad, not bad. We'll keep that, we'll keep that. I mean, normally that's the rat one as well, and rat is normally rural. Jaw deformity, excellent. So got that for free, excellent. So what's next then? Nose and eye deformities. The nose bone structure dissolves, forming into a pointed nose. The eye sockets enlarge, causing the eyes to enlarge and to fill it. They just sit above the jaw. Oh jeez. I think at this point severity would be a lot higher than it is at the moment, honestly, if this actually was occurring to the poor infected sods. Just a thought. I might get water or air next to see if we can get out of India a little bit earlier than we are currently. Do you want some wealth bonus? I mean, we are now in wealthy area. Be interesting if we could do this rather than getting drug resistance. Let's find out. Rings 1, jewelry 1. How good is that? So far not a single other one extra person's been infected. Well, that is faster than usual, with no resistance, but still not very fast. Increased effectiveness in wealthy areas slightly, but is more effective in poor areas. Modern rings absorb the virus and release it when human contact occurs. Increased effectiveness in wealthy areas and increases much more in poor. So, now it's wealthy and poor. Let's continue with it anyway. Let's see if we can stave off drug resistance. That would be cool if we could do that. Final one. The virus can survive on surfaces for long periods of time, increasing effectiveness in poor areas and wealthy areas. It's definitely a bit too slow right now, but it's not that slow. I mean, look at Japan now, it's not too bad. Let's get... There you go, extreme Fomites. And... yeah, okay, so next we need some... Okay, I would like some more, severity, but... The ears deform and reposition themselves into the top of the skull. They become triangular shaped. Infected begin to look like Sonic the Hedgehog characters, as you might imagine. Let's get cold level 1. So we can start spreading a little bit better in the colder climates, because currently we have heat resistance and nothing else. There we go, level 2 as well. It seems like we have actually managed to negate the need for drug resistance, which is kind of awesome. So instead of spending on drug resistance, we've simply got a load of transmission. Which, okay. Terry Pratchett voted best author ever. Okay. So, do we want this? Sure. Oh, cool, unlocks other things. I was so glad of that. I was thinking that at the end. Orange/yellow fur, or... quills. People hair begin to shape like, so basically Sonic or orange/yellow, so be... Oh my lord. This gives them the look of Miles, Tails Prower. But it's an incomplete form. The full name as well. People's hair begin to take the shape of spiked quills. The quills fall behind the infected's head and are larger in size. So basically Sonic or Tails. Let's go with Tails. Red fur. Infected's fur changes to red colours. Oh, so Knuckles goes that way. Okay. So foxtails and extra features. Infected grow 2 tails, white fur on the jaw / mouth area and on the chest. Their eye colour changes to blue. 3 additional hairs grow on the forehead. So Knuckles or that. Okay, we'll decide in a bit. I think one last one of these. So let's increase our land infectivity. Also, I did just accidentally skip that, so I do apologise. There was a news thing, but I was currently coughing and muted the mic and at the same time pressed escape, so whoops-a-daisy for that. Okay, got that for free then, so we are going down the... Wow, that's creepy. That is really creepy looking. I guess when we grab it, it'll become uninverted. Infected's personality changes to match Tails. Gentle and sweet-natured, an outgoing, brave and independent individual after meeting Sonic. He is young, 8 years old. There you go, it looks like far less creepy once you've actually got it. Flying Tails. Tails can fly using his 2 tails. I'm actually going to hold off for a little bit right now because we still haven't infected the islands. So I'm going to get water level 1 and 2. Tails becomes a lovable child. Tails is emerging in amongst children and has become a lovable character. Tails doesn't seem deadly, or is he? He hasn't got the strength or speed, but he has got the skills of a mechanic. What kind of contraptions will you create? I assume more things will happen. Oh, like this one for instance. Chaos Gun. Tails creates a weapon that shoots out a blast of chaos energy, exploding on impact. This weapon can cause instant death to humans. As you can imagine, that's not exactly what we want right now, though. Oh, we are on the watch list. Yes! We're in Greenland. Fantastic. Only Sweden remains, which means no islands left, which means we are pretty much good to go. And we've just got the Chaos Gun. Okay, let's get Flying Tails, which leads to extreme heights. Infected that fly like Tails suddenly lose their ability, causing them to fall from high altitudes, causing catastrophic deaths, even flattening victims. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, red fur. Dreadlocks and extra features. Infected's hair forms into long spiked dreadlocks, making the ears non-visible. Their eye colour changes to a light blue / purple. A spiked tail is grown as well. So independent, headstrong, serious, yet gullible and short-tempered. Is fully devoted due to... Ooh, Eggman. Eggman minions. Infected that have become a Sonic character mistake regular people / infected for Eggman's minions. Hell yeah, let's go with that route. Homing attacks, that's one of the attacks I can do. Peace. The characters become... Oh, okay, so this is the win condition down this route, or we can just kill everyone. Let's keep killing people for a while. This seems cheap, but I do wonder if there's something after that as well. Let's go with strength spike. Knuckles' fists grow 2 spikes and his strength levels increase, giving him the ability to lift heavy objects humans can't usually lift. His punches can be lethal. Okay, there we go. We should be getting DNA from kills either now or very, very soon. Well, at least once everyone's infected. Knuckles the Echidna, popular in boxing. As you can imagine, Knuckles the Echidna has emerged into the real world and has become a popular boxing icon. Evolve his abilities to show his true strength. Will the world die from Knuckles? Well, they are right now, so yes. Oh, here comes Blue. Okay, so some people have been commenting and have had the misconception about blue bubbles. So a lot of people have been saying that if you pop the blue bubble, it will indeed speed up the cure research. This is completely false. If you pop the blue bubble, it slows how fast the cure research is sped up, the ramping up. This has been confirmed by the dev and the fact I've played over 100 episodes, kind of. You kind of tell these things after playing for a while. You do indeed have to pop the blue bubbles, otherwise it speeds up. And I say this because a lot of the people who've been saying it have their Google Plus settings, so I can't reply to them in chat. So I do apologise for that. Let's get some drug resist. It does seem to be slowing us down a bit. There we go. Can we get some perhaps resistance to the cure as well? That'd be fantastic. There we go. Slow them down. Oh, Peace Symptom got mutated by itself. Okay, let's leave it. We're no longer killing them, so we're just waiting to actually fully infect them. As it was a... Ooh, see, there's something else there. That's what annoys me. Is this actually the win condition, or is there something else? So, the sudden edge of peace, causing them to cease any attacks, the characters will become the world's protectors. And if please ignore the dinging noise, that's because I'm rendering in the background, I do apologise. So we're just waiting for Iceland and Greenland by the looks of it. As usual. Quill's symptom got mutated. Not too much of an issue, really. Okay, and there we go. The world makes peace with Sonic. The whole world has made peace with the Sonic characters becoming more famous than ever. Some have attempted to be like them, some prefer to live their normal lives. With Sonic the Hedgehog and his friends protecting humanity, nothing can destroy the world. Are you sure about that? Okay, so other than my terrible speech through a hell of a lot of this, because I'm remarkably tired, what is it? At the moment, my subscribe thing's a bit weird. It doesn't show me the new subscribed first. It's kind of got stuck. I'm not sure if I need to perhaps unsubscribe to some people or something. But it's a bit of a weird one at the moment. So where is it then? Let's just quickly go to it now. Okay, so it turns out it's actually on page 3, not page 2. I made a bit of a mistake there. Anyway, so yeah, it was enjoyable. It was silly. I mean, what more can you really do with Sonic? I'm sure there's more down the Sonic route, and perhaps I've missed something or other, but it was good, it was decent, it was nice, it was just a fun little jaunt down Sonic. So, I'm going to say I think it's got the star rating it should have. Either 3.5 or 4 really seems to be the perfect place. I don't really know what more you could do with it considering the subject matter, but yeah, I really did enjoy it. I think it was good. I think it was good, and I certainly enjoyed playing it. So, if you have enjoyed watching me play it, then of course, consider liking, favoriting, sharing, and all that good stuff with this channel. Perhaps even a comment. It helps out me, it helps out the channel, and most importantly, it does show that Plague Inc. is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Have a lovely day. Do take care. Toodle pip.